and your
Take your
shit game
time.
shows.
Take your time to bury the show that literally saved your career. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think going on Keith Lemon talking about your big bollocks is going to save your career. No, mate. What saves your career was Eastenders, and to go back and throw it in the people's face when they've literally invested years upon years upon years into your character. They invested more into your character than they have to any other character in the past 10 years. That character work could have been on some great characters, but you decided Danny Dyer to be a big man and choose yourself that you have to be this action hero, and then you chose. And then you went on media and went, yeah, I don't like some of the actors. Where? Fuck you, Danny Dyer. Hope you don't come back. Like, you can't. Right, I understand. My gripe is, I understand if the actors went, hey, you know Mick Carter, absolute scumbag. Like, if they even drop the C word, I mean, yeah, absolute see you next Tuesday. Then I understand. You can bury them because they buried your character on screen. But literally, they're still in the show without being in the show.
He could have died.
Not many characters get that.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite. It's just
I
so.
mean,
I have been rubbed the wrong way with how he has been just like, oh well, the show's a bit shit, wasn't it? It's like, mate, come on.
like, you were the most invested character, and yet you decide to throw it back in the face. What's the point of saying it was a bit shit? Why did you join in the first place? Literally, Mick Carter could have been better with anyone else playing it. Stuart Highway, the guy who plays Stuart Highway, could probably do a better Mick Carter than Danny Dyer. Like, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, even if they somehow recast Alan Woodyack, the guy who plays Ian Beale, as Mick Carter, I would be more invested. But like, Danny Dyer to just sit there on his little throne and be like, well, the show's a bit shit, isn't it? I didn't like some of the actors and actresses. I'm like, Danny, you were given the most screen time. Just piss off. You can comment on this video, Danny. Gladly, we'll invite you onto this podcast. You can speak your mind. We'll call you a bit of a shitbag because you are. You're utterly shit. You were the shittest guy in EastEnders. That's saying a lot because there are shit actors like Sack. You're the shittest actor on EastEnders. You're a shit actor in real life. You somehow were shitter than Keith Lemon on Keith Lemon's show, and Keith Lemon is pretty shit. You were somehow shit in GTA, and you were somehow shit in San Andreas. You were in the biggest GTA game of all time, and you somehow still managed to stink up the joint. Fuck you, Danny Dyer.
Oh, well done. Well done. That was incredible. You feel better having that weight let off your shoulders.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like, he's been giving all these opportunities, and he's spitting it back in the faces of people. Like if I left watching Walford tomorrow, and then the person who does Eastleigh Entertain, Slater, was to replace me, I'm not going to go onto media outlets and be like, well, it was fucking shit working with that, wasn't it? And then Ash was like, well, I gave you a platform to talk. Yeah, but it was fucking shit working with him. Like, I'm not going to do that. You don't belittle the people who made you.
Yeah.
Unless Ash tomorrow fired me. Well, even though we don't have a contract, he fired me. If he went on next week's podcast, man, well, Piggy is a bit of a shit bag. Fuck him, fuck his family. I hope they all get cancer and die. Then I have the right to speak out. But if he says nothing but love, like the EastEnders behind the scenes have, then you shouldn't give out hate. They've been giving you love, Danny, and you've been giving them hate. Fuck you, honestly. The show's been better without you. Characters can breathe.
God, that's incredible. I don't even know anything.